Hey everybody. Alright, so I'm making a long overdue update for you on my garden. I had made a video a while back, maybe about a week ago, and since I didn't upload it right away, it got deleted off my camera by one of my kids, and so now I have to show you guys this, and I lost that footage, so bear with me. This might be a bit of a long video because I have lots to show you. Okay, these are my peas, my sugar snap peas, and as you can tell, we have sugar snaps everywhere. Yeah, so they're going along good. I'm assuming maybe in a day or two we'll be ready to harvest. These are my eggplants, my Ichiban eggplants. I'm having a little bit of a problem with this one right here because it keeps getting flowers, and then all of a sudden they get like snapped off, and they're like on the floor there. Okay, there's another one, and something keeps snapping off the flower. So you see, that one came right off from there. So I don't know what's snapping my flowers of my Ichiban. So we'll see if the second one over here does a little better. Alright, these are my peppers. And these are mariachi peppers right here. Okay. And we staked our tomatoes because we had a lot of wind, and they just got knocked down. This is my Sweet 100's Monster. Okay, and it is staked with things. My husband is not a big fan of tomato cages, so he prefers to do his own staking. Okay, and that's what they are, and they have lots and lots of flowers. So we'll be getting good tomatoes in some time. Here's some cilantro hiding on there, and then we have the other sugar snap peas going along here, and this is my buttercup bush squash. So that's looking pretty good. I mean, it's not that big at all. We might have to take, you know, one or two of them out once they grow out, you know, if they take up too much space. These are my bush beans, okay, and as you can tell, something's been eating at them. It looks like the work of a Japanese beetle, but I don't know if they're around yet. All the way in here we have a pepper plant. And I knew I had one. I just couldn't figure out where it was. Yeah, that's a pepper plant in there. So we'll see how that does. But these bush beans are going wild. We're getting a lot of beans there. Okay. These right here are more bush beans, but these ones right here are the ones that I planted. And I didn't know that they were some sort of runner bean, because now this bean is coming up and it's going all the way up this trellis. So my husband put up this little trellis here so that they can climb up it, and they are climbing up the trellis. So I didn't know that these were runner beans. It didn't specify so in the package, so I don't know. Right here we have my watermelon plant. Okay, and we have been moving it around so that it can go up this trellis here that my husband has set up. I don't know if this is the best trellis for this watermelon plant, but we are just gonna give it a go and see what it does. But it's growing along, and so it's the second one there. Okay. And here's our zucchini plant, which is like the thing that is producing for us now. In the other video that I made, I actually taped a zucchini that we had taken out of here, and it's pretty big, but I guess you guys won't be able to see it because I lost that video. So hopefully I'll be able to film the ones that are coming along. I just fertilized this one today, and then there's some more coming right along there. That one I fertilized yesterday. And then we have 2 of them on this one that I did fertilize, so I'm hoping that we get something out of them. These are my peppers that of course I never moved from in front of the zucchini, so I don't know how that's gonna do there. We're just going with the flow, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well, you know. I should have thought better about it. Some more cilantro growing in between here. We've already harvested all of our Chinese cabbage, the Napa cabbage, and now we're giving a chance for the onions to do their thing, since they weren't able to get much sun when the Napa cabbage was in. So we're hoping that they can come back and do something for us. And these are cabbage. Cabbage is closing up pretty good. So here is our broccoli. And broccoli, it's already making heads. It's a small head right there. And big head. Here's one. Yeah. So broccoli, they all have heads. I think this is the biggest head that we have so far. It's not ready to be harvested, of course, but then it also has some side shoots on the bottom there. So can't wait to eat some broccoli off of here. Alright, so I just spent 7 minutes in my main garden bed, so let's get going with the rest, okay? Here are our potatoes. They had to get staked because the wind just blew them down, so they're being held up by a little stick here. And this is a tomato that I don't know what kind of tomato it is. And my daughter went on a school trip to a greenhouse, and this is what she got out of there. And I don't know what kind of tomato it is, but I put it in this bucket, and let's see what it does, because she is very proud of her tomato plant. This is my pineapple tomato, and it's growing beautiful out of this bucket. And I don't know, this looks like it's going to start giving us some flowers. There's also something there. So I don't know the growth habit of this tomato, this pineapple tomato. So, but it looks like it's going to start putting out something. My thyme is doing pretty good. I'm going to be making a salad, and I'm going to be adding some of that onto that. And my spinach is pretty much done. Okay, I'm going to harvest the last of the leaves that I can today, and I'm going to have those for lunch. My carrots are doing good. Collard greens, something is really eating at them, like really eating at them. So I'm just going to just let it go and see what I get out of them. These are some more carrots. Beets are not looking so great. Okay, I have to thin them out. I was waiting for them to get a bit bigger, but This is so far the only one that's gotten big, so I don't know. This is another bucket of beets that is not looking so great. I don't know if we're going to be doing containers next year. These are carrots. Sweet potatoes are starting to get a get-go here. These are my Yukon Gold. Now, these are starting to flower. So I don't know if they were supposed to have grown a little bit more before they started flowering, because all my other potatoes down over there that are much bigger don't have flowers on them. So I don't know if Yukon Golds are different or something's going on with this potato that is starting to put out flowers for me. Maybe he's an early producer, I don't know. Okay, and then this is my other sweet potato bucket, and it's getting a go. This is all loose leaf lettuce that I planted in this bucket, and it's looking beautiful. Alright, and then I'll show you guys, because I planted something in any little bit of space that I could find. These are some lettuce that I planted, and they're looking nice. And this one too right here. We'll be thinning some of that out, though I think that's a loose leaf variety. So here we have my strawberry bed, which I lost quite a bit of strawberries, so I decided to plant other stuff in it. This spinach is pretty much done. Okay, and then we have strawberries coming along here. In my other video, I had quite a bit of them that were ripe, and of course we ate them, and now we don't have the footage for the video. Sorry about that. And that's a basil plant right there. And these strawberries right here, they have not produced anything. No flowers, no anything. So that will probably be till next year. Let's take you over to this side and show you guys what we have going in this part of the garden. If I can get this gate to open. Alright, so okay, this is my Nebraska wedding tomato. Okay, and it's going along, and it's tied on because the winds just knocked it down. This is my pepper, my little seasoning pepper plant, and these are some more peppers. They do have the tags, but I don't feel like wiping the dirt off of them to read them. But these are all pepper plants there. And then these are my eggplants. Okay, they're growing beautiful, just like they did last year. So I'm very happy with these. Ooh, there's a ladybug right there. You can see it. Yes, so ladybugs are good. So I will leave that ladybug there. Right in the back here are my cucumbers. Okay, there's another cucumber plant right behind that tomato, which I'm very concerned about because I don't know if it's not getting enough sun because this tomato plant is in its way. But we are going to be putting up the trellis pretty soon once the cucumbers get a little bigger, and hopefully that will help them get more sun or reach out to the sun. These are my tomatoes that have gone berserk. Okay, I have pineapple tomato on this side, and this pineapple tomato is just humongous compared to the other one. This is a Roma tomato in the middle, and this is a pineapple tomato here, and another Roma tomato there. Roma tomatoes are much smaller, and then they have like that little bundle of flowers there. So alright, and then my husband made up a little nifty thing here to hold up the tomatoes. It's like a little post that goes all along, all the way to the back, and it goes on the other side there. And that's basically what's holding up our tomatoes from falling all over the place. And then here we have pepper plants, okay, and these pepper plants are beautiful. This is like the nicest plants that I've had of all the 3 years that I've been gardening. These are the nicest, so I'm really happy with them. I don't know if the compost tea is making the big difference, but it appears that it is, so I'm very happy about it. Here are some more tomato plants, and this one is just getting some flowers. This one's starting to get some flowers. I don't know what kind of tomato this is. This is a sugar cherry tomato. This one right here. This is a brandy one, right in the corner of the Romas here, and I am starting to believe that's not a very good spot for it, but we'll just go as as it comes. We'll have to figure it out how to fix it. This one right here, excuse the camera work. This is a black seaman right here, and this is a Sillets tomato right on the bottom there. Alright, and then for the star of the show, these are my tomatillos, okay? Now, check this plant out, okay? See how far we are from the ground all the way to the top. This plant is humongous, okay? I did not know that tomatillos grow that big. Alright, so now I know for next year, and this has quite a bit of flowers. If you can see, it has a lot of flowers, and it does on the top as well. Something's been eating at this for a very long time, so we'll see. And then we have some more cucumbers right out here, okay? These I'm very interested in because they are that English cucumber variety, so I'm really interested in them making it. Alright, and then here's the corn that my husband planted, and it's coming along fine, okay? So we'll see about that. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I do still have the alleyway to show you, but this video's gone on long enough, so I'll show you that in another occasion. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to show you guys my tumbling Tom tomatoes, which I always forget to show you because they're sort of on the side here. And these have a tremendous amount of tomatoes on them. So, I hope you can see that. There's lots of tomatoes on all of these. Bye-bye.